picture of Shaq pushing down niggers right of him. Okay, but there ain't no street or anything important named after them.
True.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Find one. So all of these streets in these countries is named after the Edomite, and rightly so. Their rulership, and their rulership is going down. That's why I have my hand on this sign, so you can see it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So that's that
Yeah, no problem.
That's that generational wealth. You hear what he's reading? Do you understand that?
And read it again.
I'll read it again.
Hold. Say it again.
Through reincarnation,
Reincarnation as well is a part of it. Go ahead.
So it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So they stole it. Okay, they got it by unrighteous dealings and deceit. I think in Joel it says they actually, let me get that. You can break it.
Get second as
So,
you get it?
so also because of riches,
Second as
because of unrighteous dealings, which is through slavery, genocide, right, and covetousness, they have gotten this land, and that's why they're able to name themselves after schools, roads, buildings, etc. But it says the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So that's why the elder, he pointed out, they're really keeping all of this land, all this money really for us, because when we get into power, we're going to take all that money, gold, everything that they have back, right?
So we can't be
be
mad at them, meaning our people now, who get the consolation prize real quick. We can't be mad at them, but we got to understand and tell them the truth through the spirit and power. All right?
He's getting a quick precept just to tie all that together. Joel. Because they've been doing this in history.
Yes. So this is Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
So they have cast lots among my people. So they came together, came with an idea, and how we're going to take over these people. Cast a lot, cast an idea. Right?
And that's Psalms 83.
Yeah.
And Psalm 64.
Sorry, just to add, also cast lots, it means like an auctioning block too.
Yeah, that's the lowest part.
Like the modern day auctioning block is really the birth certificate, what you have, because your parents, through their ignorance, they have given you over to the state. They took your fingerprints and your identity. Yeah. And also these NFL teams, these football teams, that's just a modern day auctioning block. That's a draft. That's why they call it a draft.
Yeah.
Right?
See where all that comes from? So all those entertainment, all those entertainers are just slaves, modern day slaves. But they don't know it. Right? And if they do, they want to ignore it because our people love money. They love money, man. They want to get out of the hood. They want to escape their judgment. But the Most High gets them out there too. And he gets them out there worse. Right?
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
And this kind of goes back into the slave trade, right? Which was between, help me out, Esau, so-called white man, Arabs, and the Africans, which are Hamites.
Psalms 83, you can go into it if you want. It's there, if you want to read it for him.
Not a problem.
And the Hamites, which are the Africans. Because these Africans, if you go down there, and you're from, they hate the American Negroes, because they know they're not Israelites. So that's why in history, you have some people who say that blacks sold blacks into slavery, which that's true. Jake did sell Jake into slavery, but a lot of those people who look like Jake are not Jake. They're actually Hamites.
Okay. So this is Psalms 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Lord, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So I hate that he has lifted up the head. Make a tumult, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I think that means to get together.
Tumult?
Yeah, tumult.
Let's make sure this is the right one.
Which means to get together. So these guys
6 and
got
5,
together.
okay.
The
6 and 5.
The Edomites, so-called white people, the Arabs, that's Ishmael,
the beginning of it, that
and then the Africans, Hamites, got
okay,
together,
Con, I was at the wrong one. That's why.
devised a plan to
Second
put
Ezra
the
6.
Israelites into slavery. Because these Israelites are, they escaped from the Roman persecution in 70 AD.
I got it.
Okay, fine.
This is it says tumult, and it means hama in Hebrew. It says to murmur, growl, roar, cry aloud, mourn, rage. Psalms 2. Why do the heathen rage?
Fucking niggas, man. How we can get them into slavery? How they are.
Yeah, so it means to murmur, a soul in prayer, to be in a stir, be in a commotion.
So get together, murmur,
Okay.
be in a commotion. How do you
So
take
it's
these guys
9.
down?
Yeah, verse
From
9.
what I'm understanding
Do you want me to read from
correctly,
6?
these they
Just read the point.
Okay,
they
Con.
got together to devise a plan to put the Israelites into slavery,
Yes.
to end up at the end of the day to come back out of slavery.
They come back out of it. For the Israelites, they didn't know. Listen, they believed. That's why you got plantation Christianity. They taught us that we were supposed to go in slavery under them, and that they were Jacob, almost like.
But in reality, it's all the way around.
Exactly. That's why they're liars. They're
Yeah,
wicked and strange from the womb.
Yeah,
Okay,
these are liars.
They paint Yahushua white, right? The hand of God. If you ever seen that picture in the Vatican, where you have
The
so-called
Michelangelo nonsense.
where you have so-called you have the Most High as a so-called white man, you know, touching fingers with Adam, or what is supposed to be Adam. So that's where they lied about history. The truth is, this whole world is ours. It's Israel's.
He's
But they
gonna,
don't
he's
know
gonna
it.
read
I
it.
got it. Yeah.
It's changing, okay, from this lie to the truth. Second Ezra 6. Go to
that's
the point.
Okay.
That's the point.
The second Ezra 6 in verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. So
All right.
Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followed. So we're at the end of their kingdom. The new kingdom is followed by Jacob, right? Which begins with Yahushua, which passes on down.
Preaching of the truth brings.
But to go,
brings us
there's
down.
still more in that though.
Yeah, you're gonna keep going. Yeah,
If you
Yeah,
go
but
all,
I just wanted to get the point and then go back just to make the point
Okay,
of the
no problem.
transfer. But I don't know what you got there.
I still have Micah 2.
Yeah. I don't know. Read the precept that you have and then
Okay.
we'll see. We might go
It's,
back to that.
Psalms
Okay.
83.
Psalms 83. So, are you guys understanding this? It's making sense?
Yeah.
Complete sense?
Yeah.
What nation switch? Okay, that'll come over time.
We can go to Psalms 83.
Psalms 83 verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So they don't. That's why we didn't know we were Israelites.
Because Esau told us they cut us off from everything.
Well, they cut off, yes, but they cut us off from being a nation.
Okay.
You don't. A nation isn't a nation if they don't know who they are. Correct?
Yeah.
It's not just Esau, my brother, it's all the other nations. Right? This is what
He's
we're
going to
reading
list
about.
them now.
Yeah.
He's
So I'm going to
list
list them for you. So it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. So they all got together with one consent, making a plan. Hey, we're going to get together and we're going to keep the knowledge away from these people from knowing who they are and who their power is, right? And that's why you have the UN, the United Nations. When it first was started, it was called the League of Nations. You can look this up, it's a fact, right? You got the League of Nations and you got the United Nations and then you got the EU, which are composed of these different nations, okay? And it says, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Here are the nations that are confederate against us. It says the tabernacles of Edom
So-called white man.
That's
and
him.
the Ishmaelites
So-called Arabs.
of Moab
So-called Chinese.
and Hagarenes,
I don't know if they're Africans. So-called Africans.
Gebal,
Afghans?
Africans.
Africans, okay.
Hamites,
Ham, okay.
Gebal, and Ammon, Japanese, and Amalek,
So-called. There's also Esau, but that's a so-called Jewish people.
Oh, the white Jewish?
Yeah. White Jewish.
Okay, you can read it again for him.
Yeah,
Right?
that's perfect. Yeah, read it again.
Yeah, you can read it again and then just recite the name so he can see.
it says the tabernacles of Edom,
Right? So that's so-called white man.
Because that's number 2.
Right, number 2.
And the Ishmaelites,
Right, so so-called Arabs, yeah.
Moab,
So-called Chinese.
Agarenes,
Hagarenes.
That's another
Africans, yeah.
African nation, so that's
African
down
nation.
here.
Gebal, Ammon,
Ammon, right?
Amalek,
Amalek.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre,
Another African nation.
yeah.
It's really 4 of them. The major 4 were the families of the what do you call it? The Hamites. Or these 4 were the Hamites.